Welcome to the Epcotian Adventure,
a podcast where we talk about all things Disney, but we're Epcot-centered.
including tips and tricks, festivals and favorites, and the very latest in our rankings and reviews.
But we're still old enough to remember when even the parking lot tram seemed like a great ride vehicle.
This is episode 152, the top 7 ride vehicles at Walt Disney World.
Or, we seriously could have made this the top 20. Let's talk about it.
So now, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the ride vehicles and the podcast as we embark on our Epcotian adventure.
We call it Epcot.
Howdy, folks, and welcome to episode 152 of the Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And today, well, we just talked about rides last week. Let's talk about ride vehicles this week.
I love it.
I just love doing these ranking ones because there's so many, especially for this. There are just so many really unique ride vehicles. Thank you, Bob Gurr, at the Disney parks. So today we're going to talk about our favorite ones at Walt Disney World.
Yes, we are. And I'm so glad you mentioned Bob Gurr. We definitely have to. We should do a whole episode dedicated to Bob. He's amazing.
Think that's a great idea.
We should do that sometime.
Make it so.
If you're not familiar, he is one of the original Imagineers. He originally designed some of the most iconic ride vehicles. That was sort of his thing. I don't know how you fall into that, but oh my gosh, some of the most, all of the Main Street, we're not going to go into it. We'll save that for a whole episode. But if you're not following Bob Gurr, it's Gurr on Instagram. Please do, because he's a treasure. So, as you know, ranking things comes a lot easier to Rod than it does to me.
I had mine done in 5 minutes.
And I have a list of about 32 things. So we are going to do honorable mentions at the end like we always do. And we are going to throw in a few Disneyland specific attractions at the end.
Well, you have to. There's so many iconic ones at both parks. And they are unique. That's the best part. But today we are going to talk about the 4 Disney World parks. Well, the Disney World Resort as a whole. So this is a ranking one. So, Sue, why don't you start us off with your number 7?
All right. And again, we have not seen each other's lists. We always kind of do this on the fly so that we can surprise each other. And I think there are going to be some surprises on my list.
Let's see.
All right. Starting off at number 7, I am going to start in Magic Kingdom, and I'm going to go with Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Ooh, logs.
Logs. I love a good water ride. I love log rides. I don't enjoy walking around with wet jeans all day, so we don't ride this one all the time. But I think the boats are so cute. They're not just your normal flume ride. They are actually comfortable. They put you side by side in this one as opposed to land where you are sitting in a row. It adds so much more comfort and enjoyability to the ride, and I just think they're adorable. Rod, what's your number 7?
My number 7's over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, and that is Kilimanjaro Safaris.
Nice.
The large off-road trucks that you ride. These things are beasts. They are loud. They're bumpy. They're perfect for an off-roading adventure through, I was going to say the Outback, but through the animals. You don't touch the animals with them. Actually, you go through the pathway that goes where you can see the animals.
Around the animals.
Around the animals, yes. They actually will stop if there's a giraffe or a rhino or something in its way. They call it a giraffic jam. When a giraffe actually one time got right in front of us, spread its legs out, and stuck its neck down and looked in the front window at us. One of my favorite moments at Disney ever. The whole place was just laughing hysterically, including the driver.
And you just wait it out because the animals have the right of way. I love it.
All right, number 6.
My number 6 is going to stay at Magic Kingdom, and this is a pure nostalgia and cute factor, and I'm going with the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I love that you get to ride in a honey pot. I just think that they are so adorable, and the fact that you get to bounce with Tigger, and I just think they're so, so cute. It's one of my favorite dark rides, and I think the vehicles absolutely transport you to that Winnie the Pooh place. Rod, what's your number 6?
Well, my number 6 is right across the way, and it's the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. These are specially designed roller coaster trains by Vekoma, who is Disney's coaster company of choice right now. And they sway from side to side as you go around the corners. So as you're moving down the track, they will sway or rock horizontally back and forth. I get a kick out of this. I think it's just such a great, unique way to do a theming element into a coaster train. And it just makes the coaster that much more fun.
Speaking of coasters, I'm going to go into my number 5. And I'm going to hop over to Epcot and do the Star Jumpers from Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. I think the vehicles are so fun. I love that each one has its own music ability. They are audio enhanced, ride vehicle by ride vehicle. I think the design on them is super fun. It totally fits the Guardians world. And they're actually a comfortable ride vehicle for a really fun coaster. So I had to pick this one.
Well, my number 5 is still at Magic Kingdom, and it's the famous, iconic Tomorrowland Transit Authority, the People Movers.
Yay!
I don't think they're as iconic as the shape from the ones at Disneyland, of course, the original People Mover, but I love these. They're just little square french fry boxes that you sit in and go around Tomorrowland. It's purely nostalgia factor for me, but it's also the movement that you see going around Tomorrowland. That's something at Disneyland's missing currently. Are you listening, Disney? Go on. Go back a couple episodes and listen to us. Just saying. But TTA gets my number 5 spot.
I love that. They are one of my honorable mentions, too. It's not a flashy ride vehicle, but man, it gets the job done. And getting to put your feet up opposite you after a day at Magic Kingdom is priceless. Well done. All right. My number 4, we are also at Magic Kingdom, and I have to say Dumbo.
Good
Talk
choice.
about an iconic ride vehicle. These are, you're actually riding in Dumbo. You get to ride in an elephant. He is absolutely adorable. And getting to ride this one is a rite of passage as a kid. Like, this is one of those things as a child that you dream about. And as a parent, I'm not a parent, but as a grown-up going with kidlets, it's one of those things that you think, this is the moment. Like, this is Disney. And it's because of those ride vehicles. They are so cute. You get to choose your color. You get to, and it's not the color of the elephant, it's the color the elephant is wearing. All those little Dumbos, and they're just so cute flying in a little circle, and it is iconically Disney. This one was almost higher up my list, but I got bumped by a couple. Rod, what's your number 4?
Well, my number 4 is a little more generic and appears at multiple parks, and that is the traditional boat. There are boats on Pirates of the Caribbean, Small World, Grand Fiesta Tour, Navi River Journey, but for me it's the pirate boats, because these are the ones at Disneyland that just have the nostalgia factor for me. So I'm going to go with just the good old Disney boat.
I love that.
Yeah.
I almost had it on my list, but I couldn't justify just a regular boat, but I love your argument for it. You are absolutely correct.
Well, they're so similar on those attractions that it's hard to pick one, but for me it's the pirate boats, just because it's Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's the best attraction ever. So there you go.
That is a fact.
What is your number 3?
All right, we're on the podium. Number 3 for me has to go over to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I am choosing the First Order Fleet Transport from Rise of the Resistance. These are fantastic vehicles. They are trackless. You are being guided by an R5 droid as he steers you through and takes you out of danger or into danger, depending on how it goes. But I love these ride vehicles. It absolutely puts you in the world of Star Wars, and there is nothing better for me.
Tell them it's a prisoner transfer.
Rod, what's your number 3? Who gets the bronze?
Well, my number 3 is very similar to yours, also in the same park, and it's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Again, a trackless ride vehicle, this time train-shaped, though, and Goofy is leading you as the engineer. I don't want to even call him that, because I'm not sure he really knows how to run a train based on what happens.
It's not his fault, though.
It's not, that's true. Mickey does hit the track switch.
But wait, what could possibly go wrong?
So yeah, I guess it's not really Goofy's fault, but I love this attraction. I love these ride vehicles. They're just fun, and they're designed well enough that you don't have to have a height requirement on this one. To me, it's typical of Disney creating something for everybody to be able to ride. I love it.
And I love that there's special effects built into the ride vehicle. I always love when they do that. Number 2, silver medal for me, is another iconic one that when you see it, you automatically think of Disney and being a kid, and I had to go with the Peter Pan boats. This is one of those things, again, if you see it, you automatically know exactly where you are. You automatically have those nostalgia feelings. Getting to fly over London, over Neverland, it's, again, one of those rite of passage things, and I absolutely love these pirate ships that you get to fly in. So magical. Absolutely. The peak of Disney magic is flying in a Peter Pan pirate boat. Rod, what's your number 2?
My number 2 we just talked about last week, and this is the Tower of Terror. These ride vehicles, you don't think of an elevator as a ride vehicle, but these ride vehicles, because that's what they are, come out of the first shaft and move forward into the second drop shaft and then do their up and down motion. This is so unique to this attraction and so unique to Disney. It takes your breath away the first time it happens because you're like, what's happening? We're not moving up and down. We're moving forward. It just, to me, it's the epitome of perfect Imagineering. Let's create something that's going to make this a better capacity and something that's going to be unique. And Tower of Terror fills both those bills.
That's a great, great one.
All right, Sue, what's your number 1?
All right, we've made it all the way to gold. And for me, for the gold medal spot, it had to go to the I'm going to make an argument for the most iconic, the most Disney ride vehicle, and that is the monorail.
Guess what my number 1 is?
No way.
What's it called? Once again.
Yep. It's the monorail.
Oh my gosh.
And
I thought that one was going to surprise you.
Yep, right on the top. It says nothing more iconic. It's literally what I wrote.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of people consider this just transportation and not a ride. I think it's both, and that fits the bill perfectly for what is needed. It is absolute. I mean, people have these that go around their Christmas trees. Why don't we have one of those?
We need one of those, yeah.
What is wrong with it? So anyway, different story for a different time, but this is absolutely the most iconic Disney ride vehicle.
Yeah, Walt Disney World, it's transportation around the Seven Seas Lagoon between the hotels, transportation and ticket center, and Magic Kingdom. At Disneyland, it's an attraction. It does take you out to the Disneyland Hotel. This is realistically the most iconic thing, except for my first honorable mention, which almost made my number 1 spot, and that is the railroad.
Oh,
Walt
my gosh.
loved his trains. Matter of fact, that's what led to the creation of Disneyland, was Walt wanted a bigger train than the one he had in his backyard, the Carolwood Pacific. So Disneyland has a train. The Magic Kingdom has a train. There used to be a train at the campground, even. That is my first honorable mention because I had to throw some Walt into this, and he just loved them. So, again, that's the sound that you first encounter, too, when you hit the castle parks, except for Shanghai, is the train.
I love that. Yes.
Yeah.
Rod, run us through a couple more of your honorable mentions.
Oh, well, I had also the Omnimovers. These are the continuous vehicles that you get on when you're Finding Nemo at Epcot, or the Haunted Mansion, or we even way back to if you had Wings or Dreamflight, or at Disneyland, this would also be Adventure Through Inner Space. This has a long history with Disney of being a great way to have a dark ride, have a high capacity, but also be able to focus people's attention towards the scenes. I love them.
I do too. Doom buggies in particular on Haunted Mansion, and the clamshells on Nemo and Ariel's. I love those. Those are both on my honorable mention list as well as Flight of Passage. The fact that you can feel that banshee breathe under you, unbelievable. And classic teacups. I think Slinky is super cute. Slinky Dog is a very cute ride vehicle. And I also had the Jungle Cruise boats. Because again...
Oh, I forgot. How did I forget the Jungle Cruise boats? I'm a skipper, for heaven's sake.
That's because you make your list too fast.
Okay. So let me start over. Number 7. Oh, okay. Well, Jungle Cruise, so I'm going to throw that into honorable mention then myself, too.
Nice. I also had a small list. I have 4 attractions that I labeled, they almost got it right. Where I think they're cute enough and inventive enough, but they just missed the mark, and that's Tron, where it's very limiting and a little bit uncomfortable. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, which I know made your list, but the space between your knees, there's like a bump there, and it is uncomfortable to me. I don't enjoy that. Rock and Roller Coaster, I think they're so cute, especially now that they're repainted for Muppets, but those head things, if you don't go on with the headache, you will come off with the headache.
Why didn't they, while they were down, put in the new Vekoma vest restraints? Oh my gosh, like they have at Space Mountain at Disneyland Paris.
See, again, they almost got it right. And sadly, Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, I feel like the getting to walk through the Millennium Falcon is unprecedented. That is a literal dream. But because there's so little to do as the engineer and the gunner, there's more now that it's Mando and Grogu. There is, well, we'll talk about that on another episode. Right. But there's more to do for them now. But because it's just the button pushing, I had to knock it down for that. All right, Rod, talk to us about a couple of Disneyland-specific rides.
Well, you have to look back at Fantasyland at Disneyland to get some of the most iconic. You've got the boats, of course, from the Storybook Land Canal boats. You have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride cars. You've got the Caterpillars from Alice. I'm probably going into your list now.
You absolutely are, but go for it, because you're absolutely right.
Well, and the original Sky Buckets. Well, not the original, the round ones, but the ones that we grew up with.
The
Sky Buckets.
Ones.
The square ones, and the People Mover, which I just mentioned, of course. Those, to me, are ones that are going to live in my memory forever as a kid. And to me, they're just part of my Disney histories.
Those Mr. Toad cars.
A motor car.
Are so classic for a reason. They're so much fun to pretend to drive. The Casey Jr. train, especially the cages. As a kid, that was like the dream, is to get the cage and be a wild animal.
I think most parents dream of that too for their kids. Yeah.
But they're just so cute. I also love the Matterhorn bobsleds. The older I get, the less comfortable they are, but I think they absolutely fit the bill for what is needed on that ride, and I love the look of those. And the Winnie the Pooh Heffabees, you get to ride in the little Heffabee thing, and it's so cute. It's a different ride vehicle than we have at Disney World, so points for creativity on mixing those up. And very last, I have to mention Radiator Springs Race, because those cars are awesome. They got the better car for sure. Test Track doesn't even compare.
So true. Well, folks, that was our top 7 and another 30 our favorite ride vehicles at Walt Disney World. Let us know down in the comments, what are your favorite ones? Disneyland, Disney World, Tokyo, Paris, Shanghai, Hong Kong.
Oh, I have a whole different list for Tokyo and Paris.
Oh, definitely. Before we go, we always have to thank the Venetians, so thank you, Venetians.
Thank you, Venetians. And don't forget to rate, review, like, share, and subscribe. It really does help other people find us. You can find us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and wherever you listen to podcasts.
The Epcotian Adventure is a $1,000 brunch production and a proud gold member of D23. Thanks for joining us today for episode 152 of The Epcotian Adventure. I'm Rod.
And I'm Sue.
And we'll see you in line.
Bye.
Thank the Venetians.
It's not his fault, though.
It's not. That's true. Mackie.
Mackie Mass.